Hey, Hailey.
Hey.
So it's so good to see you. You are just a bundle of joy, smiling, ready to have fun. How does it feel to be at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo in Texas?
It feels really cool. Feels kind of like we're part of like an elite group that gets to come to Texas, the ones that came before and then this year, so it's going to be kind of special. I think someday we're going to look back and be like, remember that year when it went to Texas and we were there?
I got to ask you, I'm talking about the transition. Thomas and Mack, little arena, big arena here, a standard pattern. How do you prepare differently for that? Sister, I assume, starting?
Yeah. So I prepared 5 horses to be ready to go, not knowing what the setup was going to be. I think just because leading up to it, we didn't know exactly what the arena was going to look like. I don't think anybody knew until we got down in here. And then once you kind of got to put a visual to it, I could pick and see what horse was going to do best. Obviously, Sister is very versatile and very adaptable, so I had no doubt in my mind that she would do fine, and she's proven time and time again she loves a standard pattern, so I'm really excited about that. But I also know being a longer run for 10 days in a row, it's unlikely I'd ride her the entire time, just because I don't want her to get sore or tired. So if it gets to a point where I feel like we're getting close to that point where she might get sore or tired, I want to get ahead of that game and get on something else. So I want to have some options.
So what do you do running back and forth? Are you going back home? How does that work for somebody like you that's this close or this far, kind of?
Sure. I'm not too terrible close, but I'm not too terribly far either, so it's a hard call. But I being 2 hours, it's kind of a lot, even without traffic. So just with that, I just decided we need to find somewhere closer, especially for the days we have morning practices, and thankfully found some friends about 30 minutes away. So keeping horses there and staying in the hotel in the city for when I'm needed in this area, and going back and forth from the barn, and hopefully get to run home a couple times and maybe change horses out, maybe get Sis in her turnout if I do decide to get off her for a couple days. So that's just a real blessing to be able to run back home and do that. And also, if you forget anything, you're not too far.
COVID obviously can be a focus for a lot of people. It can be other things. I mean, everybody's got their own axe to grind, challenges in life, positive things. Give me something that you've just been thankful for, that you've breathed life into this year.
And horses. Like, horses they lifted my spirits over and over again. And because they don't know about the cancellations. They don't know what they didn't get to go to. They have no clue. They're just excited to show up and work, and they're happy to see you every day. And I live in my barn apartment, so I come out every day and look to the right, and Sis's head's hanging over the fence waiting to eat. And like that, for me, that's my joy. And I get so much out of that despite any other changes or any expectations you have, that's always going to be there. There's always going to be horses that love to run barrels, and thankfully that gets to be part of my life. So for me, that's what's brought me to this place. It's what allows me to meet everyone and just enjoy these opportunities. So for whatever opportunities we get, I want to make the most of them, and I want to just remember, like, I'm here to enjoy these horses.
Everything pans out perfectly. Home state of Texas, into 10 rounds, they hound you the buckle. As if you're Joey Tribbiani, how do you say, how you doing, buckle?
Man, I've thought about it, and this year, just with everything that's gone on in 2020 and as crazy as it's been, and things I've dealt with, and the horses that have just stayed solid for me and come through for me, and the people in my life that have stepped up and come through for me in so many ways, I get emotional thinking about it, and more so than any year before. I mean, this is just... It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's been a lot all year long, and it's just to be able to get to that point, I would need the waterproof mascara.
So let's practice as we close this out. Give us your best. How you doing?
Man,
Just like Joey would say it on Friends.
I don't even know how I would say it without crying. How you doing?
Well done. Thank you so much. Have a great week. Have fun, and tell the family we said hello. Is Dad doing okay now?
Thanks. Dad's doing good. He'll be up here next week, so we'll be excited to see him towards the end of the week when, maybe we're able to see each other. Until then, 6 foot hello.
I understand. All right. Well, thank you so much. We just adore you and all you women at WPRA. Have a great week, and thanks.
Thank you.